Gabrielle Union is getting dragged by fans and fellow celebs for her comments about cheating. And they're saying Gabrielle is Jada Pinkett 2.0 because she just can't stop embarrassing her husband.
Under circumstances of now, he was up for a second, now he's not, and Junior got more.
Gabrielle Union recently got a lot of people mad after she opened up about cheating on her first husband, Chris Howard, and how Dwayne Wade would never leave her.
Her mindset at the time was, quote unquote, whoever has the most gets to do whatever they want.
However, Gabrielle is now firing back at all the haters, and she claims her comments were taken out of context. So what exactly did Gabrielle say that caused all this backlash? Let's get into it.
I just felt entitled to it as well. Yes. It was just dysfunctional from day one.
Yeah.
Earlier this month, Gabrielle Union was a guest on Dax Shepard's Armchair Expert podcast, and she opened up about her infidelity during her first marriage to former NFL player Chris Howard. Gabrielle had a very interesting take on cheating, and her comments instantly sparked a Twitter storm, with fans calling Gabrielle a narcissist and saying Dwayne Wade needs to leave her. And even 50 Cent chimed in on this drama to say that Gabrielle is showing, quote, behavior.
If their bag ain't right, I'm out. That's whole talk.
However, Gabrielle is not without her supporters, and many fans are praising Gabrielle for being so open and honest. And Gabrielle herself recently responded to the backlash over her cheating comments. But before we get into what she said, a quick recap of all of this mess. If you're a fan of Gabrielle Union, then you know she is not one to hold anything back. Gabrielle's always been very open about her experiences, and whether you like her or hate her, you gotta admit her level of honesty is unmatched.
Where do you get the courage to be so open? Because a lot of, people in the business, they do not tell everything.
No.
That's their right, of course.
I was lucky to come up with some OGs that were very transparent and very honest, and they were not interested in watching me fail or flail. And they always stepped in with the truth and with the transparency of their lives, and that's how they put me on.
Gabrielle has shared a lot from her personal life over the years, from her traumatic essay to her struggles with infertility. So it's not really that surprising to see that she's opening up about cheating on her first husband, Chris Howard. Now, to give you some background, Gabrielle first met Chris at a party back in 1999, shortly after Chris was signed as a running back for the Jacksonville Jaguars. They got married on May 5th, 2001. However, their relationship was shaky from the start. Gabrielle's career was starting to gain traction, and after she appeared in the 2000 cult classic Bring It On, she instantly shot to stardom.
Be ourselves. Because Isis is so driven and so uptight and you just kind of want to go, let your hair down to such a friend, it's okay, breathe. We had a blast.
Chris's football career, on the other hand, crashed and burned quickly, and his time in the NFL ended in 2000 after just 3 seasons. On top of that, Gabrielle later revealed that just one day after Chris popped the question, she discovered that he had been unfaithful.
I came home a little earlier than expected, and I go to get on his computer, and this was right when I guess IMs or whatever just became a thing. And his boy messages him, yo, you still got that Greek girl coming this weekend. I'm a lot of things. Greek is not one of them.
So Gabrielle decided to forgive Chris and then went through with the wedding, but the cheating continued. Gabrielle finally decided to pull the plug on her marriage with Chris in 2005 after another cheating scandal surfaced. And though she said the divorce was very painful, she refused to let her failed marriage define her.
Incredibly painful and difficult when it's a public thing. But anytime you have a misstep or a public failure, that doesn't have to be your identity. I don't go through life saying, I'm a divorcee who ate the paper.
Gabrielle's divorce from Chris was finalized in 2006, and 2 years later, she started dating former NBA star Dwayne Wade. Gabrielle and Dwayne got engaged in December 2013. However, earlier that same year, news broke that Dwayne welcomed a son named Xavier with reality star Asia Metoyer. Dwayne claimed he and Gabrielle were on a break when he fathered a child with Asia. However, Gabrielle seemingly contradicted this in her memoir and hinted that Dwayne had cheated on her. Gabrielle admitted she and Dwayne were not in a good place when he had a baby with another woman. However, she didn't explicitly state they were broken up or on a break. In her memoir, Gabrielle said she was beyond devastated when Dwayne told her about Asia's pregnancy, adding, I have not had words, and even after untold amounts of therapy, I'm not sure I have them now. However, Gabrielle and Dwayne somehow managed to work things out, and in August 2014, they tied the knot in Miami, Florida.
Dwayne said he couldn't eat or sleep holding in information that he knew was going to hurt someone he loved, but he's grateful him and Gabrielle were able to work through it and come out of it together. Wow.
Gabrielle became a stepmom to Zaya and Zaire, Dwayne's children from his relationship with high school girlfriend Savon Funches. And in 2018, Gabrielle and Dwayne welcomed their daughter Kavia via surrogate. And despite all this drama that was going on in her life, Gabrielle never tried to hide anything from the public. In fact, some fans think that she might be in an oversharing competition with Jada Pinkett Smith because there are some things about marriage that should remain private.
But wait a second, so if she gives the guy a blowjob, he goes down on her, she eats his ass, he eats her ass, then does that mean she has to eat the man's butt?
I mean, if we're talking about, equal time here, reciprocity.
Guys really aren't, at least the ones I know, ain't really into this.
That's what they say. That's what they're saying.
So
that's not what's happening.
How old were you when you first ate a butt?
Anyways, despite Gabrielle getting constantly dragged for sharing TMI about her marriage, it looks like she's not going to stop anytime soon. And this time, Gabrielle is spilling the tea on her marriage to her first husband, Chris. And in her recent interview with Dax Shepard, she revealed that Chris wasn't the only one who was cheating during their marriage. Gabrielle explained that she decided to cheat because she knew Chris wasn't being faithful either, and their relationship was dysfunctional from the start.
In our first marriage, neither one of us felt like the marriage should get in the way of our dating.
Okay.
I definitely was not getting Wife of the Year awards.
Okay, good.
Part of it
you
was
and I
like
are identical. I was
keeping up with his activities. And I was like, oh, that's what you're doing? Oh, you're going to feel this one.
But see, this wasn't the part of the interview that got fans all riled up. The reason why Gabrielle is now getting backlash online is because she went on to say she felt entitled to cheat because she was making more money than Chris and paying all the bills.
Okay.
I just felt entitled to it as well. I was paying all the bills. I was working my ass off, and I felt like that's what comes, the spoils of riches.
Yeah.
And like my dad before me, whoever has the most gets to do whatever the hell they want, is what I thought.
Yes.
And it was just dysfunctional from day one.
Yeah.
And although Gabrielle clarified that this was what she used to think about cheating when she was younger, her comments still got her in hot water, with many fans saying they don't believe Gabrielle has changed since her first marriage. One fan commented, "She's definitely the same person she was in the last relationship. You think the one she has is now normal?" Some fans are now once again comparing Gabrielle to Jada Pinkett Smith, and they're saying that even if Gabrielle did really change, there's no reason for her to share all of this with the world because it's disrespectful to her current husband, and that Dwayne should just leave her. Why is she even bringing this up now if she moved on and married? One fan said. Like, girl, you're doing the most. And another Twitter user wrote, "I don't know who hates their husband more, Gabrielle Union or Jada Pinkett." And even some celebs are now dragging Gabrielle, including 50 Cent, who addressed Gabrielle's comments about cheating during his recent interview with Big Boy and called it mentality.
She looks at a man like if he's not bringing in more than her, that he should be under whatever.
I think so.
Rules are for saying that. I mean, like for just saying I was the breadwinner, like making more money. So now he should just go with whatever I say until she go find something she like.
Right. No, I hear you.
And slide. Like this is really what we talking about. This is hoe shit, man. Mm-hmm. This is like the mentality of someone who's a hoe, because she's saying, if you got a bigger bag, then I'll listen.
Right.
I'll stay home. But if their bag ain't right, I'm out. That's whole talk.
However, some fans are saying 50 and others who are dragging Gabrielle are just choosing what they want to hear, because Gabrielle clearly said her first marriage was dysfunctional and admitted she wasn't a good wife. One fan said, "Mind you, Gabrielle Union was doing an interview on a podcast answering how toxic and dysfunctional she used to be and how she had to grow up from that dangerous mindset. But y'all don't care about facts. Y'all just read headlines and want to be mad all the time." And how did Gabrielle react to all this backlash? Well, she recently clapped back at her critics and claimed that her comments were taken out of context. Gabrielle was asked to address the cheating backlash at the season 3 premiere of Truth Be Told, and here's what she had to say.
You're always so transparent, and that's what we love about you. You and Dax caused a lot of conversation. Are you surprised at people's reaction
to the whole thing? First of all, if you're gonna get your panties in a twist about something I've been talking about since 2005, and not one but 2 New York Times bestselling books, at least listen to the whole thing so you know where your anger actually is.
Right. But I don't even know why there was anger anyway.
People really felt anger that a woman would dare be just as dysfunctional as a man. Because that's what I called it, dysfunctional and stupid.
But it looks like fans are still pretty divided on Gabrielle, and while some of them are praising her for being transparent about her mistakes, others are saying there's just something about Gabrielle that rubs them the wrong way. Gotta love her, one IG user commented. She's honest and authentic for sure, a quality that stands out in today's society where everybody's faking it. However, another fan replied, I don't know, I just don't like Gabby at all. She seems like the chick nobody wants to be friends with. But let's hear your thoughts on this. How do you feel about Gabrielle talking openly about cheating on her ex? Comment down below, and if you like this video, make sure to check out this next story.